So last December I flew to London and immediately went to Harrods to sample fragrances. I always looking for new fragrances and I want to explore, and Harrods was sort of new to me as I hadn't been to London for almost 10 years. So I immediately went there and I started sampling fragrances in the salon upstairs, and finally by the end of the hall, the salon is where Penhaligon's was, and I stumbled onto this fragrance called Cairo. This was a release that was exclusive to Harrods, but finally it got its worldwide debut last May, just a couple months ago, and I have a bottle here that I'm going to review for you in this video. Plus, you're going to have a chance at winning a full bottle of Cairo from Penhaligon's, thanks to the wonderful folks at Penhaligon's, if you are a subscriber of my channel from the whole world. So if you want to find out about Cairo from Penhaligon's and have a chance at winning a full bottle, then please stay tuned. Thanks so much for tuning in. This is Sebastian with Smelling Great Fragrance Reviews. If this is your first time tuning into this channel and you love discovering new fragrances, finding out about new brands, participating in giveaways, and still haven't subscribed to this channel, please click that subscribe button below and also click the bell so you'll be notified for future videos and giveaways. Yeah, so I discovered this at Harrods for the first time back in December, and I immediately loved what I smelled, and I even Instagrammed about it, that I was like really excited about this release from Penhaligon's. Now this is a collection of fragrances called Trade Routes from Penhaligon's, and this Cairo is part of that collection. It's a 100 ml bottle for $250. The perfumer is Christophe Raynaud, and it was a 2018 launch for Harrods, and then of course 2019 for the world. EDP Eau De Parfum concentration for this fragrance. And the Trade Routes collection, I don't know if you're familiar with it, or I don't even know if you know Penhaligon's, but I speak about the brand quite frequently on this channel, and I also have a top 15 Penhaligon's fragrances video on the channel as well. If you want to find out more, you should definitely check out that video. But Trade Routes fragrances include Sawira, Empressa, Levantium, Lothair, among some of the fragrances. There might be a few more, but I think that might be it. Check those out because there's some great fragrances in the collection. But for notes here in Cairo, you have at the top rose. In the heart notes, you've got saffron and incense. In the base notes, you've got patchouli and vanilla. Not a lot of notes credited or listed. This is what I took off of the Penhaligon's website, but the Penhaligon's website also mentions that the rose here is macerated in woods and spices, and this is a very woody, spicy experience. Of course, that's definitely true. For me, the fragrance starts off with rose at the top. This rose is a very masculine rose. This is not like your pretty rose flower and that's all you smell, because you do smell the rose, but it's so macerated, like they say on their website, that you're picking up a lot of other elements along with the rose, so it is just not the rose that's popping at you. There are definitely certain woods and spices along with this rose when the fragrance is initially sprayed. Now, in the heart, saffron does kick in. Like there's a leathery, herbal, aromatic kind of a detour in the heart when it gets into exposing that saffron note, along with incense. So here it becomes very balsamic. Resinous, things like that do come up as far as the quality or the notes and the accords here happen here in the heart. Now it only mentions saffron and incense. Here I'm experiencing something like papyrus or Cypriol. Cypriol and papyrus I find to be kind of sort of similar. I guess they're kind of similar types of plants, and they kind of have similar smell. And I was thinking, if it is papyrus that's appearing here, then of course it makes sense, because Egypt has a history with papyrus, and it was definitely the right kind of note to include, or to kind of like put in there to have an accord with. I don't know if it's definitely in the notes, but I'd pick it up pretty big. And papyrus and Cypriol to me smell like earthy, woody, kind of mossy, herbal combo of those notes. Kind of hints at a little bit of patchouli, but not quite. It doesn't get all overly aromatic and spicy, because patchouli comes off very spicy to me. Here I'm experiencing that Cypriol and papyrus pretty big in the heart. But you do definitely pick up that saffron and incense, and there's this resinous quality to the incense as well. But what's happening for me here is, by the time you're kind of through the heart notes experience, something is creeping in. It's like really develop, like becoming like the major player here. What happens is the vanilla is taking over. This fragrance has a big dose of vanilla, and I think the vanilla is a pretty big major player here. So vanilla is appearing, and it's kind of like taken over. It sweetens up the fragrance, and it's a kind of a woody, sweet, vanillic, rosy, ambery fragrance experience. Of course, there's patchouli too, but it's not as big as this vanilla note in the fragrance. So this is a very, very unique experience. I was thinking there's oud in here when I smell it. Every time I smell it, I get oud, but there's also no oud mentioned in the notes because it's a very, very woody experience, and it does mention on the website that it's been macerated with woody notes and spices. I'm assuming there might be some little traces of oud thrown in there because it does have a very oudy quality, and it is, after all, an inspiration from the Middle East, Cairo to be exact, and I think it was appropriate that they kind of make a fragrance like this. But it's certainly a very, very sweet fragrance. Not overly sweet, it's not like sweet candy or anything, but that vanilla, is, like I said, is very, very prominent. And with the contrast of the oud, and not the oud, but the woody notes, it's a nice fine balance of the vanilla with the woods, where it's not overly sweet, but you do experience the sweetness of the vanilla. I really do like this one. I think this is going to be perfect for the coming fall season. I think it's going to be perfect for it. It's not overly intense and strong, but it's also not a wimp. It has some major legs, so I think it'll be perfect for fall and winter, but I personally think this is going to be excellent in the fall. So I hope you guys get to check out Cairo. I really do love this one, and I love this collection. I really love this house. The fragrances they release are quite amazing, and they do some great, great work with their fragrances. And of course, here with Cairo, they've done an excellent job with it. So please go check it out. If you have a store near you that sells Penhaligons, go sample this one and the rest of the Trade Routes collection. But if you don't have a place to go sample these fragrances, I do have a full bottle to give away of Cairo. As I said, all you have to do is put a comment down below and let me know what you liked about Cairo. What sounds great to you? Put that down, and also please put down why you want to win this fragrance. And also please put your country, because this is open to the world. Of course, the qualifications are just follow these rules and make sure you're subscribed to the channel as well. Other than that, guys, please let me know what your thoughts are on this fragrance. If you're not participating in the giveaway, please let me know if you like the idea of the fragrance so I can find out. And please like this video, please share it. Follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and I'll be back with more videos very soon. Have a good one. Goodbye.